Hey church, Bryan here. Today we are kicking off the second half of James chapter 1. We're going to be in verses 19 through 21. This is the weekly word. Let's dive in. James writes in his letter, "Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Human anger does not produce the righteousness God desires. So get rid of all the filth and evil in your lives and humbly accept the word God has planted in your hearts, for it has the power to save your souls." This is yet another instance where James flies in the face of culture and really just tells it like it is. I love how he tells us plainly, get an understanding of what you should do and do whatever it takes, whatever is necessary to employ this wisdom. Be quick to listen, hear one another out, but be slow to reply and slow to anger. Well, that's all fine and good, but if we just had the what without the why, we wouldn't understand the importance of this command. It's bigger than what we may think. James tells us that our anger will not produce righteousness. One of the major principles I learned in school is energy in equals energy out. I have to put gas in my car for the engine to turn and make the wheels move. But if I don't put the right gas in the tank, it won't go. James is telling us that anger won't produce righteousness. If we put anger in the tank, it won't lead us to righteousness or anywhere good for that matter. Don't let anger, frustration, and bitterness steal your witness, because they will not produce righteousness or the fruit of the Spirit. Finally, James gives us a charge to jettison the junk in our lives and instead accept the word God has planted in our hearts, the word of truth that can save our souls. God has planted it, He's done the work, and Jesus went to the cross so that this word of truth would save us. But we must accept it. We must cultivate it into our lives in order for it to produce the righteousness that God is desiring. In order for us to show the change that God has made in our lives, in order for anybody to want what we have in Christ Jesus, we must root out the anger and other worldly filth. Frankly, if we want to look different, we have to be different. Anger and filth do not produce different. That's already available everywhere else. This has been the Weekly Word. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to hear from you. Please leave a comment, a direct message, send us an email. Let us know how we can pray for you. And as always, we can't wait to see you this Sunday. God bless you.